Yeah, hello. How's it going? It's me. I'm back with another stream.
It's me.
And you can hear me again. Alright. Quest, we got a new story quest, and yeah, no new area. Next patch we're gonna get a temporary area, which I'm kind of excited for. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not used to having 200 resin. That's kind of a new thing for me. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and start our Archon quest. It's Chapter 4, Act 6, Bedtime Story. So, we're gonna head out over to our favorite region of Sumeru, because I guess this Archon quest doesn't take place in Fontaine, so we're just getting 2 in a row in Sumeru, I guess. So this is essentially a follow-up to last year's Carry Bear Archon quest. So that was like in March last year. So took us almost a year and 3 months to see Dane again. So hopefully it doesn't take that long when we're in Natlon. So let's start it, shall we? Also, if you're brand new to the channel, you should hit that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Anyways, oh yes. Hopefully the sound is good. Let me just make sure before I go any further. Alright, mic sounds good. It sounds like it's playing. Hopefully there's no audio issues. If there's audio issues, just let me know. If it sounds a little off, just let me know in the chitty chat. Anyways, let's talk to good old Catherine here and see what she has for us.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
Oh, really now?
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
You could say that again. I never heard of that classification before, but sure, we're happy to take this on. Which Archon do you need us to deal with today?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Find a missing person?
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
Exactly.
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers.
Interesting.
With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Of course, that's me.
Well, that's us for sure.
Flattery will get you everywhere with Paimon, but I can't guarantee we'll be able to complete it either.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Vimara Village? I haven't been there in a while.
But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
You know, that is a great point. But
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
true, that would be a little strange.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Alright, you make a good point. I guess we can head out there.
Alright then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Me too.
We made it to Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
Sure.
If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Before we go any further, I gotta get Nahida out here. I don't want to repeat the same mistake I made with the Sino story quest where I forgot to read people's minds. Missed out on a lot of hidden dialogue there. Oh, I guess I don't need to talk to this guy. Huh. Alright, dude, what's up?
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all.
You sure did, bud.
To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts.
Gotta say, I really like the background music in this village. It's really nice.
We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
So those 3 questions are a no-go then. Is there anything else you can tell us?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
That's a little suspicious, bud.
At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Huh. I like how they know this person, but they don't know his name or like really what he looks like. It just kind of just comes off a bit strange. How do you not know somebody that you kind of, grew up in the same village with,
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Oh, never mind.
I really hope he's okay. Please, we're counting on you to find him.
It's that guests I hear.
Yeah, it's me,
Hi,
Mario.
Papa Medea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
So that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Yeah, please do.
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Seems like a great guy. Could you tell me his name, please?
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
That's person number 2, so...
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
There's probably more to this case than meets the eye. A lot of things are not adding up.
I don't think so, too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name.
It's almost like it was erased from a certain tree.
And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
I would say it's more like he's someone who exists only in people's memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like that, what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yeah, that's us.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
I'm sure we'll track him down. We'll certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Oh. About time. Where are we going now? It's a frickin' tree. That's what you wanted to show me?
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Don't tell me you're in love with the guy.
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamar village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I get what you mean. That's what family is for.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what. But now I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me.
Oh.
No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me.
I'm going to be really interested to figure out who this person is.
Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
I'll try our best.
Wow. You two
Try
must
my
have been
best.
really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Yeah. Can anyone tell us where this dude is?
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't say that. You helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day. The time never seemed to pass. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular person or regular missing persons case. What Atosa just told us about time could be a key to unraveling this whole mystery.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Ah.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
These guys again. Oh.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Silence!
Too easy. Huh?
The tides beckon.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Sharing my knowledge.
Let's light it up!
Bow your head.
By royal decree!
There we go.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
You people need to do some training or something about these world of monsters like this.
It was no trouble.
The question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the healing trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vilmara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Yep, it looks like we gotta protect the village. Oh, I got an achievement. Oh.
Wait a second. That person, it's Dainsleif!
Dainsleif? It's Sasuke himself?
Ah, it's you two.
Hey, Sasuke. It's been like over a year, dude. What you been doing?
Oh, a friend of yours?
You could say that.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
Sasuke. You gotta stop doing that.
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Yeah, you gotta make a good point.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail, but I'll admit we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place.
Yep.
The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
Well, that's not good.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
Yeah.
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Let's see what more we can do. We learn from the villagers. After that, you also owe us many answers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
Yes, Sasuke.
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
All right.
So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well, then how about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Oh crap, we're getting an actual, a follow-up to that? So we're gonna figure out who the sinner is? Maybe not.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in her, in a matter of speaking, yeah.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
The whole truth of what happened.
There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation.
So he's someone from Conria?
His name is Vedderfolnir, the Visionary.
Vedderfolnir, the Visionary? That's not a name I'm familiar with. This is new.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Excuse me, what? Okay. So that guy is Dainslift's older brother. Okay, that's a little bit of a bombshell.
Your brother?
What happened between the two of you? What really happened in Conria back then?
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinners of Conria.
There are 5 sinners? What?
The wise, Roptatir. The visionary, Vedderfolnir. Gold, Rhindaughter. The foul, Sertologi. And Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Huh? We already know about Rhindaughter. I mean, our Sertologi is, Skirk's master. So we know at least 2 of them, but we're now figuring out that the sinner is, that's the other one. What about the other 2, though? The other 2 we don't know anything about, to my knowledge.
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
So he wants vengeance on all of them. Interesting. One's in the Hexen Circle, too.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master.
Yep, we're putting the pieces together.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected. This is crazy. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outline Fontaine's prophecy, it was likely his doing as well. Really? That's another bombshell. Vidderfornairs. Wow. This is kind of a lot to take in.
They were once people of great esteem in Canria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world.
Wow.
So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
And then my sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
It must be hard to talk about all of this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osio and make a god or something?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. However, it's obvious
remember
that was
that.
just some sort of technical experiment.
That was a while ago, too.
The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward.
Hey, Sharon, what's up?
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
The ley lines. Do you think Katena will evolve in episode 53? It has a really good chance. I don't think so because Watrel evolved in the previous episode. That is true. It would be kind of interesting if they actually went ahead and evolved it. I preferred a new move though, but if evolution happens, yeah. I do think it kind of needed like a little bit more time as a Hatena. Like, yeah, it's had its moments here and there, but like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's done a whole lot of significance in the series to justify an evolution, but if it does evolve, it will become more relevant and actually, battle and stuff, so that's, also something to think about.
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable.
That makes sense. Yeah, I agree it needed more development, and it needs more development continuing on from here.
My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories. That is true.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Yeah, probably a new move. Memories, ley lines, illumifate, missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all of
It's
this?
certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Yeah, Spiridido did evolve not too long ago. That was less than 10 episodes ago, believe it or not.
So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
I didn't sleep well either. My head's a mess.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
This is such a great place for a vacation. Let me just take a few more days.
Dang it. I want to read your mind.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
He's like, really? Really, Paimon?
Did something happen?
I'd probably say 10 episodes, personally. Give it a new move and make it utilize that new move, then evolved. What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
Excuse me?
Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up.
Interesting.
I've never met this person before.
Is Paper Mario done? Yeah, I'm pretty much done with Paper Mario now. There's some post-game stuff, but from my understanding, it's kind of scattered. So we'll be streaming this instead. Well, this is a new update, but I'm doing this stream, and I might do another stream because one of the new characters' story quest is out. So I might do that too. And then I think there's one other story quest that's going to be released in about 3 weeks, so I might do a stream on that. But there's no new area, so it's probably just going to be pretty limited streams for this. Next patch is the summer event, so there should be a new area that's going to be released. Well, temporary area. And based on what I found out, it's actually a brand new temporary area, kind of like last year's Bottle-land. So, we'll see. Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Will you react to Summer Game Fest? I applied for it. I applied for co-streaming and I haven't heard anything yet. I don't know if I should try reapplying tomorrow, but I would assume that I would need approval before I could do anything. So I might try and look at my email again and see if I got an email on it. It's a 3-day event. Yeah, I'm only gonna probably stream the first day though, but if I get permission to actually like co-streamed. But the event that I signed up for, or I guess applied to co-stream, it's just Friday. But like I said, I never heard anything back, so I don't even know if I can even do it. I can't. I don't want to just like do the stream and then I get in trouble.
Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Then Kingdom Hearts 4 news will be at D23 in August, possibly.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How is that even possible?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it.
Uh-huh.
I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Is the eye still safe? What if that memory is real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
This is concerning, dude.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone is on our trail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Yeah, don't do it, Dane. I think it would be nice if Roy used Kilowattrell to battle Annihilate for episode 53 and we see it use new moves. I mean, it does have the type advantage. Yeah, I'd like to see it like in battle. That'd be pretty cool. You know, it just evolved, so seeing it in action would be cool. Given what I know of him, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. Let's go. Lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
Huh. All the way up here? My arm. Up here?
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
I think Kilowattrell should get moves like Brave Bird, Discharge Arrow Ace, and Charge Beam. That's a pretty solid move set.
Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Or maybe even Hurricane. Yep.
Traveler, wait.
What? What?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
This ain't good. What was Jane going to tell me just now? This is problematic, dude. Enter the place where the field tiller's eye is hidden. Okay. Alright. In the preview, we do see Terrapagos about to be attacked, so I do think Atena will get a new move to save Terrapagos. Probably. Alright, anyways, let's see what's going on in this domain. It looks like we're going into the chasm now. Yeah. Psybeam or reflect. Psybeam would be cool. Somebody did bring up in my video, if it does end up somehow evolving, it could learn Brutal Swing, which would be kind of interesting. Uh-oh, this area. We're heading to that area with the center. This is about to be interesting, yo. Yeah, we got 5 people here. What's up, y'all? Hope you're having a wonderful day. And we got some mushrooms to take care of.
The upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Liko would have to deal with Hatterim. That is true. Do you think its personality would change? What the? So we gotta open these locks up? Is that what we gotta do? Uh-huh. Press that. No treasure chests or anything? And here's a Ruin Guard. Liko would have to deal with Hatterim having more anger and aggression because of its Pokédex entry. True. Let's play, Ruin Guard. Too easy. Alrighty, nope.
Pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
think I get it.
The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Do you think the doppelgangers will assist Rico, Roy, and Dot to fight the Annihilapes? I would assume so. I didn't think we'd get an episode like that, but it sounds like they're not like actual doppelgangers or whatever. Or that not like actually like look like. They just happen to be characters that are somewhat similar to them. Liko's counterpart here in the episode is probably the most similar to her. And the Door of Resurrection. Alright. What's going on in here? Something's... I feel like we've been drawn into a trap or something. We're going further into the chasm.
Looks like we can't go any further.
What are your predictions for episode 54? We'll probably head back to the academy. You know, like that's kind of like the side stuff is like Liko and the others are back at the academy. Maybe we get an interaction with Anne, maybe Nimona, or a teacher. But then the episode's going to be focused on Freed. Freed's going to be off kind of doing his own thing, probably like doing research on Terapagos. I kind of was hoping we would get more episode summaries by now. Because the episode summary we got for that episode was just a short one. Usually they come up with a fuller one, and you know the episode airs literally like 9 days from now. Granted, we could get some episode titles tomorrow, as of tomorrow. Usually we get it week 1, like at the latest week 2 of the month, but yeah. We should have episode titles and summaries for the rest of this month at least, and maybe even the first episode in July. Granted, there isn't a break. There could be one in early July. Maybe Freed will learn about the stellar type in the third form of Terapagos. Possibly.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
I knew it. This was a trap. It's a Lecter. This is bad news. Okay, maybe this wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. But he's still a Lecter. A 2-week break? I don't think that's been confirmed. There's an episode airing every day this month, so at most we might have a 2-week break in early July then. Did it? Ugh.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Bruh. I heard the last week in June and the first week in July. Well, that can't be the case because we just got the calendar. The Antipoke PR page puts out on Twitter/X. And it indicates that there's an episode on the 28th. So is an episode happening at the end of the month. There's an episode airing every Friday this month.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Not good. Sasuke.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. My one doesn't feel it.
So then 2-week break in July, summer break, maybe?
You two, do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own, will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Alright, well don't let that object fall into their hands. Dane does have a point. But something still feels off. What am I missing? What if that wasn't Dane at all? Hold on, what is this? What is this? Whoa! It's the Abyss sibling.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Okay, okay. This was a bit of a surprise.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. If it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Alrighty then. Ah.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
Oh, this has gotten a little bit crazier. Tinkatink needs development episode. Yeah, probably down the road.
I created a...
Everything looks so blurry. Do you think the Gen 10 anime could start in the summer of 2026? I don't know.
Look at those hill trails over there.
I think that the game should probably, like, they still need to take their time with the game. So they need to get out of this 3-year cycle with the game. So I'd prefer a 2026 release for the games. You seem strangely calm.
What's that
Wait, I hear something.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun.
Huh?
At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
You heard it too, Paimon? It was someone. It was someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the Hilichurls in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Think we could see Blood Moon Ursaluna in Pokemon Horizons? Depends on if we go to Kitakami or not. Appearing or Miss Blair. I would like that. We don't need to be skipping over characters.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The Hilichurls are calm.
You see, we're both still here.
Huh.
We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
It's that voice again.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people.
What is this?
When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the Hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Carmen and Kieran be a missed opportunity if they don't appear in Pokemon Horizons. Yeah, I agree. I don't want characters that get introduced to just get left out. We kind of dealt with that too much in the prior series, so don't need that happening again. I'd like to see Roy battle Kieran and Liko battle Carmen.
Everyone hold hands. Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Hearing what?
Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Oh.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Oh boy, here we go.
Huh?
You don't remember? Things are just got even more complicated.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again.
Oh boy.
At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check in with the others first.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Give me a 1v1 bad Galar or Skelly Dirge versus Diplin and Hydra Apple. And Forgato Mascota versus Mightyana. Maybe. Perhaps.
I see everything.
Uh-oh. Another person is that one girl. Atosa, I think that's what her name is.
Everyone hold hands.
Someone's gone missing. Who?
Forgato needs a new move. I agree.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
Give her energy ball or night slash. That'd be cool.
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently? Do you know where he went?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Maybe in Leaf Storm to replace Magical Leaf. She hasn't had Magical Leaf that long, though.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him, and apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely that this is related to memories in some way. Night slash to replace Scratch. I can get on with that. I approve of that. I need to think carefully what's really going on. Energy ball to replace Leafage. Ah, here we go again.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada. No one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing. If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right. I totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory.
Areas can replace Quick Attack.
Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time.
Wow, so the same thing's going on this time? Interesting.
That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we're really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Or where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Can we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could be that could perfectly blend in the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time. All the memories seem to be set in. If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Maybe not. We don't have any way to prove whether certain memories were simple.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit. That must mean time isn't passing. That's the tell of the fake memories. The imprinted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off.
I think I'm starting to get it now.
Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If we consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described. Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once?
That's kind of concerning.
We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission.
As for Quaxley Aqua Cutter to replace Pound, Hydro Pump to replace Water Gun. Nice. My birthday is at the end of the month. Well, happy early birthday. Can you please read my other comments? If I take a long time to respond, it's mainly because I'm kind of getting a little immersed in what's going on in the game. So I just ask for a little bit of patience, please and thankies. I believe it's a Tosa.
Oh, right! That's exactly what a Tosa described!
Oh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely a Tosa's memory.
Let's go to the tree.
They'll be...
Who is this?
I see everything.
I feel like they should not spoil Evolutions of the preview because it ruins the surprise. Yeah. Kind of like with Wattrell. Anyways, what's going on here? Who are you?
See, Granny Jahia was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
See, I think she likes him.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Huh.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
We finally found him. Why does he look kind of familiar?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
There was other characters. Pokemon evolutions got spoiled. Like Lana's Primarina, yeah.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me.
Oh. He knew that we were looking for him.
So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
This guy's got a Conria symbol on him.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
You're... It... Factoring in the memories, the Abyss or Loom of Fate and everything else, I need to think of the one person that can connect all of this together.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss.
It can't be. It's Carrie Bear.
You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Ah! It is him.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
I have not played Kid Icarus.
Ah, I see. That was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her.
Oh. When do you think we'll get more news on the Zelda movie? I have no idea. Maybe at the end of this year, maybe a little bit more. Maybe sometime early next year? Who knows? Axel05, what's up? Welcome in. Think Kid Icarus should get a new game? I don't know. It's been a while since Kid Icarus Uprising came out, so maybe.
Right. I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Oh. Well, happy birthday, Axel. Whoa, what's going on? What is this? What? I heard somewhere that Link will talk in the movie. I would assume so. There was a Kid Icarus shorts. Have you seen them? I've seen a few of them. They're okay. Alright, what's going on? Where are we? What is this place? I think it should have gotten an anime. Do you think there's enough material for that?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all. As you well know.
Wow, this is interesting. You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this. And now, the time has finally arrived.
Short anime series, like 2 seasons? This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Carrie Bear as I can. What exactly happened to you? What exactly is the Loom of Fate?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. A degree of abyssal power defies comprehension.
15 episodes each? I was gonna say, isn't anime cores usually like 12, 13?
Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate.
They could do filler episodes that are more silly.
Despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
What?
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate.
So we're in the Loom of Fate technically then? Carrie Bear is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
Focus on the main characters of the enemies and seeing the other angels. Being Pit and Dark Pit. Episode focus on Dark Pit creation and Pit fights them. Interesting.
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes, I have the ability to control the Loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you could think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Carrie Bear through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents in Vimara Village. But why would you implant memories of yourself into the people of Vimara Village?
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
Meaning if we got a backstory why Pit can't fly on his own, yeah.
I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
That's why I would have never guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But people would think of me.
So that's why he did it.
Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahia, Atosa.
Wow. Basically, he's trying to implant himself into everybody so that he's like seen as like a hard-working young man. And it seems like Atosa would have been his lover, or his love interest.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? The cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life.
Interesting.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been, one memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago.
This is kind of tragic.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in a illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
Huh. Their wings need magic too in order to fly on their own. My Little Pony has Pegasus can't fly without magic. Their wings are so too small in proportion to their body, I see. In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Conria back then. You know, everybody was looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? That's not good. The Loom is already complete. That means the eye of the first field to the room must have fallen into the hands of the abyss. Could something have happened to Dane?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning.
Huh?
Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
What?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once.
But Dane never handed me the eye.
That's right. Because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that when?
Before you two entered that false location. Traveler, wait.
Ah.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Yep. We're all screwed now. My Little Pony friendship magic. Their magic can be stolen and their eyes become dull. Their cutie marks disappear, I see. So when Dane froze up back then, it was because false memory was being implanted in his mind. No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. To do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Now what do we do? So Dane had the eye this whole time until the Vista Order took it away. I'm not sure if there's anything we could have done now that the Loom of Fate is complete. What are you planning to do with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal.
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberik. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
You think elves could live up to 5,000 years? Depending on what fictional like series we're talking about.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster.
That is sad.
That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest. To implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
Dude's mask looks like something you'd see in Zelda. Like the Mask of Truth, yeah. It's kind of similar. So the thing that caused the hilichurls to calm down back then was Caribear's story. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal. All he wanted to do with it was offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Perhaps I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. And now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Lumine?
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
We actually get to speak with one another?
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What exactly are you planning? What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken.
Before the heavenly principles awaken? What? The heavenly principles are still asleep?
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes?
That is correct.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the heavenly principles situation. However, the heavenly principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the heavenly principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
You think we'll ever see Adult Sora in Kingdom Hearts? Maybe at the end of the story, of the series? You like Japanese horror anime? I haven't watched a whole lot of horror anime, honestly. Unless you want to count like some aspects of JJK as horror.
Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Have you heard of the anime Ghost Stories? The English stuff is really funny. I have. Actually. And I'm aware of the English dubbed.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end.
The Sea of Flowers at the end. From the spoiler trailer. Interesting.
Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
Really?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether.
Tales of Symphonia? I think so.
But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
I think you've asked me this before, but I have not played Fire Emblem. Maybe one day.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
Oh no, we're gonna forget all that information we just got.
Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Dang. That's cruel.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured.
Oh. He got beat up by the Abyss sibling.
He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
He never changes, does he? I'm having trouble thinking straight right now.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
What? We remember? I remember that? Kerber and I talked for a while. He told me about the Loom of Fate.
Wait, really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete. Then the mission villager, the person who only existed in people's memory, was Kari Bear all along. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
What happened after that?
After that, I can't seem to remember. Maybe I'm just tired. I felt like something else happened. But why can't I remember? I'm not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Yeah.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers.
Have you heard of Pal World? Yeah.
So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
So that's how Carrie Bear said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them.
And we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
And that's a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time. Imagine a Power World movie or anime. It's a long ways away for something like that. Heard rumors about a Minecraft movie. I believe that's confirmed. That's a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Carrie Bear is gone. Curry Bear is gone. The Loom of Fate is now complete. No one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her. How's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you.
I heard rumors about Kingdom Hearts movie being live action and CGI hybrid. No.
I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Curry Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future?
Oh.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay.
She was indeed in love with him.
It's just like Curry Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now.
Have you played Roblox? I think you've asked me this one too before. No. Derek Ho's Corner 2013. Hi, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Everyone welcome Derek in.
Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Right. What was it that happened? I can't remember. Feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
You must get along with each other, the two of you. Oh! Look at that. And just like that, we are done with the Archon quest. Boom, just like that, done with everything. Have you played Mario and Luigi Dream Team? I've only played Superstar Saga. Let's go and complete our commissions.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Oh, thank you for this. I could use another intertwined fate. Alrighty. So we've completed this. The only thing other that we got now is Cloren's story quest.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Okay. Have you played Batman Arkham Asylum? I have not. Alright. Well, we've reached the end of this stream because, well, the story quest ended a little bit faster than I was expecting it to. Let me see if, yeah, Sharon, do you want to go on a raid here? We can go raid somebody. Who should we raid? Okay, I think Pinky's live? Okay. So, cool. And what we're going to do, just so you know, Sharon, we'll be raiding a streamer. Her name is The Pink Dungeon. She is streaming Mario Kart. She might be a little preoccupied, but she's pretty chill, so I'm gonna get her stream ready here. So give me 1 second. Alright, so what we're going to do, when this stream ends, it will automatically redirect it to that stream. And I want you to go in and type in hashtag Mitchell Mander Raid. Okay. Got it. So, yep. That's what we're going to do. Since we're all done here. Now we got 3 people here, so. Alright, cool. You know what to do then. Alright, so, yep. Well, the stream's over. Like I said earlier, I applied to do the co-stream for the Game Fest for Friday. But I have not heard back. So I might try reapplying tomorrow. If not, our next stream will probably be the Horizon stream. Maybe I'll fit in Cloren's story quests here as well. But yep, that'll be it for this stream. We're going to go ahead and do a raid here. So you're going to go to that stream, type in hashtag Mitchell Mander Raid. So, alrighty, with that all said, this stream will be coming to an end. So, if you're still here, thank you so much for joining. Have a great day or night wherever you're at. And I will see you all later.
Bye.